all of our websites are built for a StatesNetting agent. So I can see how much the functionality has changed over the past few years. I mean, one of the things that we're working on at the moment is speed. And this is driven, again, based on Google's requirements, because one of the...
They're getting very tight on that, aren't they, Nelly, in terms of...
Yes, that's exactly it. So, I mean, again, Google is the monster we all have to please. Because we all want to rank our websites in the Google results page. So if you want to play that game, you have to have a mobile responsive website, because if you don't, your website will not be ranking on the mobile device, because Google doesn't like to give poor user experience to their customers. And speed is something that very recently they launched yet another algorithm update, which obviously, if your site is not fast enough, it will start going further down the ranking. So it's a very, very important aspect that you need to address. Now, if you have a site that was built in a bespoke code, to actually improve the speed of a site will take weeks and weeks of work and thousands of pounds worth of development cost. Yeah. With WordPress, again, there are plugins that allow speed optimization, things like caching. And by installing that and personalizing the settings, you immediately can improve the speeds. I mean, we went from, some websites, for example, our Google speed test was, say, in the region of 30, 40, which is pretty poor, all the way to 90 to almost 100. Yeah. And we're rolling out all kinds of updates to all of our websites, and that's going to happen over the next week or two. And so all of our websites by default will have this speed optimization. And that's something that essentially is not going to cost a penny to any of our clients. We're not charging extra for that. It's something that we do as part of our maintenance. And that's the bit that WordPress allows us to do, is that there are solutions out there which can be rolled and applied to any website that's in WordPress. And it's either going to be for very little investment from the client or no investment if they're on some sort of maintenance plan.
So those kind of hygiene elements that are obviously to an agent might seem a little bit boring, but they're essentials, aren't they? Because as we said, without that, you don't get your Google optimization, your bounce rates, the classic experience of somebody coming to your website, something doesn't happen instantaneously. So they'd say, I'm out of here, because famously people's attention spans are shorter and shorter and less tolerant of that speed element, aren't they?
Absolutely, and that's the thing, is because really traditionally the speed is most affected on mobile devices, especially if you're not using Wi-Fi, but if you're using sort of 3G connection. And so you're absolutely right. People don't have the time and the patience nowadays to wait for slow pages to load to find the information. They want to click quickly in and out and consume and take action, because